Good morning. Welcome back for week 4 of Cultural Anthropology. Our topics this week are gender and sexuality. These are two really fascinating areas of study in anthropology, especially when we look at differences and variation across the globe and across time. Although many people in the United States are really very convinced that there are only two genders, being male or being female, this is certainly not the case when we look across different kinds of societies. Of course, in the United States, we are now becoming much more understanding of the nature of gender identity and how much more fluid it is with the increased understanding of transgender identity. In some societies, there are not just two identities, but rather there may be 3, 4, or 5, so that you will be looking at one society in India, the Hijras, and they constitute a third gender. Hijras are not male, they are not female, and indeed they are not transgendered. Rather, they are a completely distinct gender category, and they have their own identity and their own behaviors that demarcate them from what it means to be male and what it means to be female. In the area of sexuality, likewise, there's a great deal of variance from culture to culture and over time in terms of how societies understand sexuality. In the United States, we have a very dichotomous view of sex and sexuality. We tend to be really quite open with regard to some aspects of sexuality, particularly in terms of our movies and the amount of sex that is allowed on TV. However, we also are somewhat prudish when it comes to understanding human variations in terms of sexuality. Much like gender, many people believe that there are only two kinds of human sexuality, that of being straight or that of being gay. But anthropologists, psychologists, as well as other researchers have demonstrated that sexuality operates along a spectrum and that there is no true binary between being gay or being straight. So I hope you enjoy learning about these two different kinds of features of the human experience. Of course, this week you have your exam, and that will go live at 5 p.m. on Wednesday. So be sure to check in. And for the exam, you will have to complete it by 11:59 on Sunday evening. The test will be timed. Once you begin the test, you must complete it in one sitting. You cannot go back to it. When you do the exam, be sure that you have a solid internet connection. If for some reason your internet goes out or you have a problem with the program, you're out of luck. You only get one attempt. I will not reset the exam. So if you're not sure about your internet connection, you might consider going to an ACC lab to do your exam. As always, if you have any questions or any problems or any issues, please feel free to give me a call during office hours or shoot me an email. I hope you have a great week, and I will be seeing you online. Take care. Bye-bye.